Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're jumping right into a totally practical, completely impartial head-to-head comparison of two extremely capable mid-size electric SUVs. We're talking about the 2025 Volkswagen ID.4 and the 2025 Skoda Enyaq. Look, if you're in the market for a family hauler right now and you're feeling kind of overwhelmed by all the options out there, you are definitely in the right place. Believe it or not, these two cars actually share the exact same underlying DNA. But as we're going to see, they've developed very, very different personalities. Our main goal today, to help you figure out exactly which of these platform siblings is the perfect fit for your lifestyle.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with their shared DNA and unique personalities, look at battery, range, and charging, and then check out the driving dynamics and acceleration. After that, we'll cover space, cargo, and kids, talk about real-world long trips, and wrap the whole thing up with a value at a global verdict.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Shared DNA, Unique Personalities. So both of these 2025 models are actually built on the exact same Volkswagen Group MEB electric platform. That means they share a ton of the same underlying engineering. The chassis, the battery layouts, the electric motors, the whole shebang. But they absolutely do not wear the same suit. The VW ID.4, it leans really heavily into this sleek, minimalist design. It's got these smooth, flowing lines, a closed-off front grille. It basically screams modern EV. It's highly contemporary and focuses on being aerodynamically efficient without, being too flashy. The Skoda Enyaq, on the flip side, just got a facelift and wears what Skoda calls its modern, solid design language. It's got this striking tech deck face, a faux black grille, and just a much bolder, chunkier look overall. It's actively trying to maximize interior space, and honestly, it's not afraid to look like a traditional, substantial SUV.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that specific number right there, 0.245. That is the remarkably low drag coefficient of the new Skoda Enyaq. Why on earth does this matter? Well, that modern, solid, kind of blocky design, it isn't just to look tough. It's actually incredibly aerodynamic. In the EV world, cutting through the air efficiently is literally the name of the game. A lower drag coefficient means the car doesn't have to work nearly as hard at highway speeds, which, and this is the cool part, actively squeezes more real-world range out of the battery. It's a pretty brilliant marriage of form and function.
Moving right along to Section 2, battery, range, and charging. For the 2025 model year, we're really focusing on the highly popular larger battery packs. Because let's face it, those are the ones built for genuine road trips. Let's look at the hard numbers completely impartially. Both the Skoda Enyaq 85 and the VW ID.4 Pro use the exact same 77 kilowatt-hour usable battery pack, and both can hit some seriously impressive 175 kilowatt DC fast charging speeds. But take a close look at the max range. The Enyaq extracts up to 359 miles. That's about 577 kilometers of official WLTP range out of that shared platform. Meanwhile, the ID.4 Pro comes in at around 291 miles or 468 kilometers. Because of the Enyaq's aerodynamic tweaks and clever system optimization, it actually manages to squeeze out quite a bit more distance on paper. But what do those ultra-fast charging speeds actually mean in the real world? Let's walk through a typical 10% to 80% fast charging scenario. Imagine you arrive at a fast charger with your battery down to 10%. You plug into a 175 kilowatt DC fast charger, you head inside to, take a bathroom break, maybe grab a quick sandwich and a coffee. By the time you walk back out to the car, which is usually about 28 to 30 minutes later, you unplug at 80% and boom, you're back on the road. Both of these vehicles will get you moving again completely seamlessly. This charging curve beautifully matches the natural rhythm of a family rest stop. Honestly, you aren't really waiting for the car is waiting for you. Which brings us to Section 3, driving dynamics and acceleration.
Okay, so we know they can go the distance, but how do they actually feel when you put your foot down? If you were sitting there worried about these family haulers being sluggish, don't be. 6.7 seconds. That is the 0 to 62 miles per hour, or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour time for the Enyaq 85 with its upgraded 282 horsepower motor. And the ID.4 boasts very similar power in its equivalent trims. What you should really take away from this is that whether you're merging onto a busy motorway or overtaking a slow tractor on a country lane, both siblings make it completely effortless. You get that instant, punchy electric torque right exactly when you need it.
Now, when it comes to the actual handling, this brilliantly illustrates how their philosophies diverge. The VW ID.4 is deliberately tuned for a highly relaxed, family-oriented feel. It's a supremely stable motorway cruiser that absolutely prioritizes comfort and a smooth, floaty ride over sharp cornering. It's predictable, it's calming, it just eats up highway miles. The Skoda, on the other hand, gives you a very composed ride with a finely tuned suspension. It manages to balance that smooth highway cruising with just enough agility and surprisingly light steering to make it really easy to maneuver around town and soak up rough, potholed city streets. Basically, they're both incredibly comfortable, but the Enyaq feels just a tiny bit more engaged with the actual road surface.
Let's pivot to Section 4, Space, Cargo, and Kids.
If you're using this as a daily commuter or, let's be honest, a parent taxi, how it handles the absolute chaos of daily life is arguably your biggest concern. So let's neutrally compare the boot space. The VW ID.4 is exceptionally roomy. It gives you 543 liters of space, which expands to a massive 1,575 liters with the seats folded flat. That is plenty of room for strollers, groceries, luggage, you name it. But the Skoda Enyaq truly shines here as a straight-up massive family hauler. It offers 585 liters of standard boot space, and that opens up to a cavernous 1,710 liters when folded. That actually beats out a lot of its direct rivals in this segment. If you're that person who constantly finds yourself needing just a little bit more room for extra gear, the Enyaq definitely has the edge here.
But hey, it's not just about luggage, right? It's about the passengers. Take a look at these straight A ratings from Cars.com for child seat installation in the ID.4. Latch anchors, infant, rear-facing, convertible rear and forward-facing, and booster seats, literally every single one scored a perfect A. The super wide opening doors and ample second-row legroom mean you can easily wrestle those bulky seats into place. And crucially, doing so doesn't force the driver or the front passenger to push their seats all the way forward and crush their own legs. It is phenomenally well designed for parents, for sure. Up front, the dashboard philosophies contrast pretty sharply. The Skoda Enyaq gives you this great mix of a large, responsive 13-inch screen right alongside a practical 5-inch digital cluster directly in front of the driver. Plus, they actually kept physical buttons for certain key functions. Oh, and of course, they included their classic Simply Clever touches, like an actual umbrella hidden inside the door. How cool is that? The VW ID.4 takes a totally different path. It features a 12-inch touchscreen and a super clean, minimalistic aesthetic. It relies really heavily on touch-sensitive sliders and controls while offering some really high-tech optional add-ons, like an augmented reality head-up display. So it basically boils down to a choice between Skoda's tactile button-friendly practicality and VW's sleek, futuristic minimalism.
Next up, Section 5, Real-World Long Trips. Okay, so we've talked a lot about lab-tested figures, but what actually happens when you load up the boot, strap the kids in the back, and head out on a multi-day holiday road trip? I absolutely love this quote from user Ricky10 over on the Skoda Enyaq forum. After finishing a 240-mile trip, they wrote, "The car could have easily managed the whole trip on a single full charge. Trouble is, the humans can't. Having 2 kids in the back means max time spent in car is around 2 hours before they cry. Honestly, that is so relatable. Your kids' bladders and, let's be real, their patience will almost always dictate the journey long before the car's battery ever runs out." So based on advice from EV forum veterans and testing experts, here are some real-world strategies for road tripping in these specific cars. First off, always assume you're going to get about 70 to 80% of that official EPA or WLTP rating when driving at highway speeds. Why? Because aerodynamic drag just eats range at 70 miles an hour. Second, plan your driving stints to be somewhere around 200 to 230 miles. That's roughly 321 to 370 kilometers. That is a solid 2 to 3 hours of nonstop driving. Third, consider coming entirely off the main motorway to charge at restaurants or cafes in nearby towns. The chargers are usually a bit cheaper, they're definitely quieter, and the surroundings are just much nicer. Finally, just combine your charging with natural lunch and bathroom breaks. If you do this, driving an EV seamlessly fits right into your family's normal routine.
All right, let's wrap things up with Section 6, Value and Global Verdict. So how do we weigh the economics of these two vehicles against each other, especially without getting bogged down in super specific regional currencies? Well, the crucial point is this. The VW ID.4 clearly positions itself as a mainstream premium option. It offers very straightforward trim choices, which makes the whole buying process wonderfully simple. Plus, it comes with the backing of a massive, globally recognized dealer network. That means service, parts, and support are easy to find pretty much anywhere. The Skoda Enyaq's value proposition is just slightly different. It offers highly customizable trims, and it often bundles its features in a way that provides truly exceptional value for your money. Plus, and this is a big one, especially in Europe, It holds an incredibly strong resale value thanks to its reputation for rock-solid reliability and that cavernous practicality we talked about earlier. Which brings us to the final, all-important question. Which sibling perfectly matches your family's reality? Do you value the sleek, globally recognized appeal, the beautifully straightforward buying experience, and the absolutely exceptional child seat friendliness of the Volkswagen ID.4? Or does your everyday life demand the cavernous cargo space, the highly tactile physical buttons, and that slightly longer aerodynamic range offered by the Skoda Enyaq? Honestly, both are absolutely fantastic electric SUVs that will serve any family incredibly well. Thank you so much for exploring this with me today. I would absolutely love to hear which one you'd choose and why, so please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next explainer.